Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel GH247 News, wherever you are, around the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in Americas. Yes, I said in Americas, not just America, in Americas. Ladies and gentlemen, in Asia, or maybe you are still in Ghana, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Friday. And look, I want to say something here. Like the video, share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Make this channel your channel. Yes, of every breaking news from the continent of Africa, Ghana especially. Ghana at the United Nations on Wednesday, 25th of March. What a day it was. What a brilliant day it was. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama led a delegation from Ghana to the United States of America, as you can see them right there, to deliver what is arguably one of the best intriguing speeches ever to be delivered by any African president. A speech that has gone very far, deep down the spine of Europeans, the Americans, the Caribbeans, the Asians, and even African leaders, their spine. A speech that the world is talking about right now. About the slave trade, reparation for the slave trade. Yes, slave trade was abolished some 100 years ago, but the pain, the mark is still there. The hurt is still there. Ladies and gentlemen, this very special episode, this is my news item. I want to make it brief, but I want you to look carefully at the nations that voted for the motion that was moved by the UN General Assembly, the nations that supported the motion, and look at the nations that abstained, and look at the nations that said, no, we are not supporting Ghana in this bid. United States of America, of all people, with all the excuses, they rejected. They refused to support the bid. Therefore, they voted against the motion. Israel, I believe definitely, they might have called Trump and say, are you supporting them? Trump said, no, we are not. Then they also said, okay, we are also not supporting, since we are allies. So Israel followed America. Do not forget, Israel is still receiving billions of dollars every year from Germany for the low-cost, whatever it is they call it. Yes, Israel are still receiving billions of reparations from Germany for the Holocaust. Yet, they refuse to support Africans' bid for reparation. Do you know the one that pains me most? Argentina. And I will say it right here again, because some of you guys don't believe it. Argentina is a racist country. Argentina, they are racist than every other nation. The racism in Argentina is to the crescendo. Ask me, all the South American nations voted for Ghana. Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, all the Southern American nations voted for the motion, except Argentina. Can you give a reason why? If this is not pure racism. Brazil voted for. Colombia voted for. Every South American country you can mention of, they all voted for the motion. Only Argentina. I've been saying it. Argentina, you see, Argentines are very racist. Their racism is a crescendo. Now, these three nations, America, Argentina, Israel, what do they have in common? Argentina especially, what does it have in common with America and Israel? America and Israel, you can say they are allies. So what about Argentina? Because of racism. And look at the nations that abstained. They said, no, we are not voting for, we are not going to be against you. If you win, you win. Let the other nations vote. If you win, you win. We are not going to be voting for you, and we will not go against you also. It's your choice. And guess what? The nations of Europe. The nations of Europe. And these are the nations that actually colonized Africa. Denmark, there are the Danes. From when I was in the secondary school, I learned about the Danes, the fort that they built in Africa, in my own state and other places, and the castles. They were involved in the slave trade. The Danes, the Portuguese, they were in it. Yes. And the almighty Great Britain also abstained. That colonized us. Abstained from voting. The entire Europe. Oh, thanks to Russia. Thanks to Russia for voting for Ghana, for voting for Africa, for voting for the reparation of the Atlantic slave trade. Thanks to China. Thanks to China. You two nations are true great friends of Africa. You see this voting that took place on 25th of March 2026. African leaders will have to now begin to look carefully in their relationship with the West. Know who is your friend now. I believe Ghana has taken note of it. We now know who our friends are. It just pained me that just last week, Ghana signed a pact with EU for security, security pact, that they want to build whatever security pact with Africa, and it's Ghana they want to build it with. It just Ghana, you know that EU was not going to be voting for you, but you are signing a security pact with them. Do you need them for what security? To protect you? They want you as an ally to fight war for them in the future. And I support a bit of those who are calling for that pact that was signed earlier this week, or was it last week? That pact should be cancelled. Ghana have to rescind its decision. Ghana need to go back on that. Now we now begin, because China and Russia, they are allies, and they voted for Ghana. And these two nations are always at headlock with the West, with EU. We cannot host their military on our ground. EU military on our ground. And our allies who support us in international voting will now, that decision must be rescinded by the government. Now we know that China and Russia are for us. Forget about America. America will not give you anything for free. If the entire Europe chose not to vote for the motion, now they ask us, I wonder, no wonder they came in for us to sign the pact before even the voting took place with the UN. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, 123 nations voted for Ghana. 123, which was a massive vote. Massive vote. And let me applaud every nation that supported Ghana's bid and Africa's bid. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just end it here. It was a victory indeed for Ghana, victory for Africa, victory for the nations of the Caribbean, victory for all those that supported Ghana's bid. Congratulations to you guys all. We'll be back. We'll be analyzing more on this channel. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Kudos to you guys. Honorable Samuel Kujetu Ablakwa, my man. You are indeed presidential material. We will wait to see the next 3 years what will happen. I'll see you guys on the next one. You see me. Shalom and peace.